Unless it's in that specific shed that needs like a welding torch. Maybe it could be in there. Could you imagine if there's a fucking zombie inside of it? Could you imagine if I get to a point where I get like some kind of like a dabble into welding and I open it and it's a fucking zombie infested shed or something and it's never made any sound for its entire existence and I'm like, oh great, you know? I feel like this game would do that. She's very tired again. It is afternoon. She's hopeless. We do still have a lot of fresh food. I haven't been doing like recipes or anything. I'll have a look while we're transferring some liquids. I should be able to have a look at her. Not that. I wanted to look at like her skills and stuff maybe. Is that working to happily snuggling with plushes? No. What are you doing apart from snuggling plushes, Viking? Possibly being adorable. Very highly likely that that's what's happening. Oh yeah, just a heads up, Viking, Monday, when I do the 8-hour Rim Connect thing, you're welcome to like do any kind of like chaotic Rim Connect votes and stuff, if you happen to be around throughout the event and stuff. So it should be pretty insane anyway. But I forgot to say it for the last one, and also I got to keep an eye out for Andre too. I got to ask if he wants to be modded for that as well. So, like as many votes as you guys want to do. So, yeah. But yeah, Monday's gonna be crazy. I'm trying to like prepare stuff for it already. Trying to get like, already got like at least an. It sounds stupid, but like I've got an avocado so far. I don't have eggs, but I'm gonna get eggs. And I'm just trying to find like, I don't know, like high calorie fatty food type stuff, like for my brain to recover from the event as fast as possible. Like I'm still not going to stream Tuesday. I reckon this one's probably going to have me like solidly wrecked. But yeah, I'm kind of excited about it. I've still got to work out some of the details. Like it's technically in 3 days, but I'll figure out the details by then. I had like 2 months to sort this shit out, and I'm like, I'll have time, I'll think of it. I haven't thought of it. So, we'll see. I have a vague idea of what I'm gonna do, but it's fine. I should have put something on the TV. We couldn't pick up, a VHS for her because it was too heavy. And we've still got like a lot of wood to chop. This thing's at like 200 or 250 capacity at the moment. So we're well and truly over halfway. It's taking her an entire day to fill the thing up. Which kind of sucks. But actually, you know what? Let me eat first. She'll have like a tiniest bit more capacity to move around. I do like what this world looks like when there is lights, by the way. I think that like the gentle ambience is very pretty, you know. I think the thing was because like, as I said, the games that I had, I lost power so quickly and I never really got to see any of this to begin with. Give her another meal. If she wakes up tomorrow and we're not queasy for all of tomorrow, we're mint. We're good. Which is saying something because usually speaking, when I get scratched or a laceration in Zomboid, I almost always die from it. I know that there's a really low percentage, but my ratio of dying to it from it is really high for that very small window of ratio. So yeah, for her not to, that would be amazing. Especially since she's probably, I wouldn't say she has the most skills, but I'd say she has probably the most equally diverse range of skills, being like 3 or above, which is rare because I haven't bothered with skills and stuff much. Early game sort of thing. Fill all that shit up. I'll fill it all up and then I might try to, once this is full, I'll clean her up Like I could go outside and clean her up and whatever gets caught in the rainwater catch her outside. Which, like I said, I'm really hoping that it's not like under an awning or something. Like, you guys let me know that if you were to put a rainwater collector on the porch of like a house in Zomboid that is clearly undercover but outside, does it technically still get water? Or is it considered as being like blocked by the roof? Because I've only ever made like rainwater collectors in like another game. Like once in the previous save and once very briefly privately offline. And in both those cases, I had like just the place that I was at, it was just like such a large area. Like there was not a lot of roof around it kind of thing. And I had to put it somewhere where I wouldn't hit it with my car. So it was kind of out of the way, but far enough away from my house, you know. In this place, I don't think there's a lip along the side. Like, I'll be able to check anyway. Once it's been raining for a while and I've got a rainwater collector out there. I should be able to go and see how full it is and stuff, so... automatically just, like, pouring it across. Okay, we should be almost on, like, our last bucket. Last buckets, I should say. Nearly. Still had like a drink bottle, might be enough to tip it, maybe. Almost. I think when I accidentally sipped my drink bottle that time, it prevented it from being like fully full. I'll fill them all up. I'll tip out my drink bottle into it, and I'll put the containers and stuff around the place, because my drink bottle should be enough, I think. Switch that over. Maybe. If it's... not quite, damn it. I was hoping that it would be enough that I wouldn't have to like refill them. This is fine. Okay. Give me those buckets too. Containers, pots, whatever. Get everything I can filled up as I can. And then I'll put them up around the corner. Because I was going to say, I'm like, if that was an empty corner, I would have put it there. But yeah, I've been kind of keeping it on the corner here. I think I'll just put it over with the rest of the water. It should be fine. Let me place that. Yeah, I know you're exhausted. I can't put it on those because they've got too many on it already. So let's place these shit. Alright. So we are basically good for water. For essentially forever. I'm gonna check the water catcher outside, make sure it's collecting, that it's not stuck under a roof. See if I can bring in like another log. And hopefully we won't have any zombies attracted from that thing. Gunshot thing. Can I have a look? Yeah, it's working. Neat. Okay, so I'll be able to wash myself in that too, which is great. I want to see if I can bring in as much of this as possible. I had a lot of water and shit on me before, so I wasn't able to do it. Okay. The logs are going to take me a little bit to get inside. But I do want to bring them all. I don't want to put them into a thing. I just want to dump whatever I can straight out on the floor. Oh yeah, I do have a couple more logs on me. Alright, if that's the case, if I can bring in about 3 at a time, just chuck whatever you can in there. And chuck in the rest in here. Alright, not quite. Nearly there. That onto a pile. And chuck these onto a pile. Okay. Cool. Okay, so we should have plenty enough wood to be able to build anything we want. Well, not anything, but I'm just saying, like, we should be okay for a bit. She's mostly fine. She's mostly tired. I'm going to wash her up, and then I'll put her to bed. And we've got a shit ton of water in here. We've got the rainwater stuff outside. We've got a shit ton of stuff outside. I should have probably grabbed the bar of soap. I think it goes faster if I do that, but this is fine. I've washed myself. Wash all your clothing, because it's all bloodied as well. Wash all your weapons as well. Alright. Gonna take her a bit into the night. She's not gonna get as much sleep as I want, but we're gonna be around the house, so I'm gonna probably put on like a couple of tapes or some shit. And that way, like, I want to disassemble a couple of these kind of like looking shelves if I can. Are we good? Everything is washed? Yep, cool. And it's saying fill, and it's not 100% full. Okay, so she could eat more. She's mostly okay. Door shut. We're safe to sleep. So in the best case scenario, she gets some sleep. I'm not seeing queasy. She's not really even getting tense overnight. There's her tense. Okay. Alright. So she's not infected, which is so fucking great. Okay. Leave that open, actually. So I don't know how close we are to, like, any zombies and shit, but I'm gonna put on some tapes and stuff. We've seen some of this. Fuck it. Give me... I mean, I'm gonna need, like, a couple of tapes on because it's gonna stop relatively quickly and need to be changed over. I don't know which ones do shit yet, so I don't think that they weigh that much. We'll grab that many. We'll get one in and we'll get it started. So, give me your tape. Try chucking that in there. And I should be able to stay nearby. Alright. So, I don't know if I'm close enough for this sort of stuff, but I did see that there was food in here. Maybe snack on the capers at the moment. I will have to keep on like her weight and shit too. I don't know if she can hear it from here. Okay, so she's definitely getting entertainment, but I want to bring like the wood closer to where we're actually cutting it up and stuff. Because that way, I don't know if I put the saw away, but there was like another saw on the floor here somewhere. Pretty sure it was over like a bed. Hey, Mirror Master. Welcome in. Thank you for a follow. It's in here somewhere. I put it in at least one of the boxes, so give me that. What are you up to? That should be enough wood and saws and all that stuff, and I should be close enough to it. And I think she can get a bit of rest by sitting on this, which should allow me to cut up some of the wood while she's recovering a little bit and getting the entertainment of... immediately stops. Okay, that's fine. If that's the case, drop these here for a second and I'll bring more wood over. That way, in between the episodes of whatever we're watching, we'll have at least a couple of extra logs near us. Like I said, I don't know if we're going to end up with... Actually, can I just get it from anywhere? Hold on a second. I haven't tried this before. Hold on. No, I've got to walk up to it. That's okay. No, don't try to play that again. Wait, did it not count? Because... Wait, it didn't count because she wasn't fucking close enough to it. Okay, that's fine. We'll fucking stand right in front of it then. Is it playing? Yeah, it's playing, okay. Interesting. I must have walked too far away. Like, it's supposed to put a tick on it if I've watched it. So, like, I'm not expecting her to get skills from it. I'm just saying, like, if she could, at least if it could acknowledge that she's watched it, that would be great. We have a lot of tapes. Another log. Go for it. Okay, now it's finished. Alright. Cool. Chuck that on the ground for a second so I can grab some more. And then I'll replace it again. I don't have a lot of logs left and stuff. But, I want these to stay. I want those ones to stay. I don't know about these ones. I don't mind them visually. I just want to get to a point where we've seen, like, whatever, what do you call it? Whatever tapes we've seen, I have, like, a place for it. Now it's counted. Okay, it might have been too quiet, but I don't want to turn up the volume. Because if I turn up the volume, there's a chance that I'll end up with zombies here again. Even though I've killed a lot, as far as I know, majority of the zombies in town are dead. The last time I said that, the fuckers respawned. So, or came in from somewhere else. I don't know. But either way, we got a lot of zombies in the area and they ended up like hanging around near the place. So I don't super want to do that again. Okay, she got all the wood. I want you to grab, when we can find it, grab as many of the planks as you can. That looks like that's finished. Okay, if I can put in that one, where those tapes go that I've watched, give me that one. and chuck that in there too. Okay, so we got 3 in there. I want to go around the place and I want to kind of like make like a section where I've watched stuff, I've read stuff, like it's that kind of a section kind of thing, is it's been and done. So I don't have to fucking, you know, go looking for it again or have it in the way. I'm gonna close those up. I wanted to see if I could get more planks in here if I remove the tarp, but yeah, technically. Okay, drop that on the ground, and I guess there's no point putting on another tape just yet. I could put them in this, technically. Hold on. If I have a quick look around and I grab basically all the ones that are green and move them, because I did have them in a spot previously and I do have a lot of duplicates, and fuck knows if you can set VHSs on fire. Like, if you guys know if you can like use it for burning material, let me know. Just curiosity. Like, I'd keep 1 of each, but like I don't need like 3 of a certain type, you know. I would imagine that, you know, based on how realistic Zomboid tends to be, I figure if I burnt one of these tapes, it would probably kill me with some kind of noxious fucking like poison or some shit, you know. Some kind of like vapor gas type shit or something. I don't bloody know. But that's kind of how I feel like it would go. And it wouldn't surprise me if it did, because like I feel like that's a very Zomboid thing to include. Like, I'm sure that there's a good amount of people that the very first time they used the generator, they put it inside and then it killed them, you know. I figured that there's a tutorial for that for a reason, you know. I'll grab these ones, chuck it all together, because yeah, if I can split them up, like either that or I find like a random bin in town and I just like go dump them. Like, I think there is 2 big industrial bins at the end of the street. I could use that technically. I think I've got a bunch in here too that I've watched. Well, not necessarily in that one. This one's got a lot. I had to move a lot of things around very quickly at one point because I was trying to make space. So yeah, some things are kind of all jumbled back together. And obviously every time I watch something and it's already in another container, it's going to flag it as being like, you know, essentially watched as well. So I'm going to find more of these as I go around the place. All right, so let's chuck it all in here. I want to grab like the bulk good ones. But yeah, see how there's like 3, 4, some of these, and yeah, there's too many. So I kind of just want to divide those up if I can at some point and just kind of chuck them. Even if I chuck them outside or in one of the other buildings, that'd be great, you know? Okay. So I've got all that shit over there. I'll put the couple of extra VHSs that I'm carrying at the moment away. I don't really give a shit where it goes as long as it fits. And could probably run that one, that's fine. Alright, you probably need some food, but you're kind of upset because I keep giving you frozen food. So let's see what we can actually put in the fridge. I feel like that would last a while. I feel like that would make you happy. Normal mushrooms, that's fine. I should try to remember the visual of that should be safe mushrooms in this game, because we've had a death to mushrooms before. So, yeah, that was a surprise. Uncooked, fresh. I mean, we'll move that in there too. I think we tried to eat the radishes at one point. I don't know what that is. I think that's sauce, maybe? And we'll move the yogurt in there. She's already very hungry, but if I can just make a snack on something while we wait for it to thaw out in the fridge, we should at least be able to eat something less depressing in a little bit. And I still have a couple more logs, so maybe we do put another video on so that I can cut some shit up. Since we know we're not infected, at least, you know. What do we got around the place? I wanted just random ass whatever, and survival ones sound like they're good. You, devices, I don't have a tape in you yet, but we'll throw that in there. I've got 2 more logs to be cutting up, so yeah, I don't know if I put the I put the fucking saw back, didn't I? Hold on, just stop that for a second. I don't think it's on the floor anywhere. Yeah, I put a bunch of like containers and crap away the other week when I last played, with the few that I'm like, at least I moved, like, you know, when you put something on the ground and it happens to be like technically a container. There was a lot of those, so I got rid of a lot of that crap, which is good because now I don't have to worry about accidentally picking up something and putting it into the wrong thing. So if you could saw those logs. Okay, so she shouldn't be too bored. She's miserable. We'll get her some decent food in a bit. Show's finished, give me that. And she would have had like a couple of extra logs. I don't know where I picked up the extra one of that from, but that's fine. I don't need an extra tarp on me. I sort of want to make another box already, but I want to remove this shit. But I do have like a lot of videos and crap on there. And I don't have anywhere else to put it unless I put it in a container. So anything I could do is either take a shit ton of them and go put them on the ground, which is not really helping the solution, or find things to put in the containers. Which I did have like medicine going in. I have like electrical stuff. We've got like some kind of crafting stuff so far, and we got like books, magazines, that sort of thing so far. I think this one's full-ish. Okay, so I think unless I can find more medical, and the trauma bag's probably going to have some stuff. I was initially going to use this for like picking up all the clothing off the ground because there's a lot of this, but I also sort of want a spot for like materials and shit. I also don't know, hold on a second, if these don't have anything on them. I wanted these here originally, but I'm thinking maybe I get rid of all these. I was initially keeping them because I liked the fact that it gave me a solid wall. The zombies shouldn't, I don't fucking know, but the zombies shouldn't realistically barrage through, you know, a main wall. I don't think. I think they'll normally go for like a door, right? There's nothing on that shelf, no. Yeah. This should also give me like a few extra planks. It'll give me a bit more space. I kind of want to use this area. I want to put like a table or something here. And realistically, I could probably put a table over there. Would be a better spot for it, but we'll see. Hey, Maddie. Thank you for the follow. Come in. Yeah. So I want to take I want to get rid of these. I do want to keep them because I do like the privacy that they offer this area. And visually, I want to kind of keep those too, just because this is a video store and I thought it looks nice, you know? But, yeah, I don't mind getting rid of these. It kind of opens up the place a little bit more, allows for me to put like maybe some shelves. I might put boxes down this end kind of thing, because I kind of still want to, keep this as an open-ish space. And I don't want my stuff to be that far away, but I need to start putting things somewhere. Like, I've got a bench, I've got other places around here. All right, what have I got? I've got 6 planks, I've got no nails on me. 2 or 3 boxes of nails in the pile somewhere. Fuck knows where. We'll find it. Maybe. But if I can grab a couple of these, like I want to find actual storage boxes too, by the way. Like I've got what I've got at the moment because I can't find them. And trust me. Oh, trust me, I've been looking. Where the fuck am I? I've been all around town. And the only thing I haven't done is I haven't gone realistically into too many stores, which I will do maybe later. We went on an adventure, obviously, and then I got royally screwed over up here. So yeah, I ended up like beelining it all the way back. Oh yeah, that's right. They added the game pauses and shit now. I actually don't want that, but I don't know how to change that setting. Hold on a second. What's the plan for base in the short term? Just give me 2 seconds. Because I don't know where this would be in here to stop it from going to pause on thingy. I would imagine it's on here. I know it was just something that they just updated. I would imagine, let's see, cursor, target, clock. Nope. I might have missed it. Camera, UI. Fuck knows where it is. If you guys know where it is in the settings, let me know. But I don't actually want it to pause when I'm on, like, actually, does it pause on that? It does now. Interesting. It might have always, I just didn't notice. Okay, so the point of this place where I am, let me just sit down so she can get some lung capacity back. I haven't played a lot, and I don't want, like, location spoilers and shit. And so what's kind of happening is that obviously people come in and they're excited and want to, like, share stuff with me, and I'm like, please don't spoil shit, right? But I've mostly only had bases in West Point, and had, like, the same location. I've managed to explore. I've found, like, my way to Louisville. I've found Mulder. I found my way to Rosewood. I haven't been here, but I've got that as, like, I found it on a thing. I found this place once, but it's not what I recall it being. And I found Riverside once. And so my point was, I started here because I found this place really interesting in a previous save. And I wanted to try somewhere that wasn't West Point. And by starting over here, I can explore more this way on the map, which I haven't been to ever before. And so it was realistically just a temporary base. I was supposed to pack up my shit and move back to West Point as, like, my main location where I keep picking to be. But then I was like, I've been here before. I've had this as a temporary location in transit while, like, I explored this place the first time. And I'm like, this place isn't that bad. And it was reasonably easy to clear the town. So I'm trying again to try to get her to the point where, obviously we're really far away from winter, but I'm trying to get her to a point where, like, I have, like, a proper bedroom of some capacity. We've got a shit ton of water. Like, we've got 2 rainwater collectors inside that are full. We've got a rainwater collector outside that's catching, like, tainted water. We've got a couple of things. We're good for water. I've got a lot of food. I've got a couple of, like, fridges and freezers and shit. Next door has also a kitchen that I can use, and I've got some food stored in there as well, and their fridges and freezers, but power will go out. I have a generator, but that is mostly with the intention that I would use it for, like, you know, the fuel station and shit that's up here, and I'd like to find a second one. So I do want to try to put barricades on the window to prevent them from hopefully getting smashed, because I don't know if the windows are smashed, if the inside of the building will get cold when winter eventually happens. Like, again, I'll be looking for another one of those, like, antique looking old stoves or whatever later. But I'm close to the door, I can hear the rain. But my main plan for this is to have, like, at least some kind of, like, a comfortable place to come and sleep and store my shit, so that I can use, like, my cars and shit to really just get around and explore the map. Because I haven't really been places. Like, this is a fresh save since whatever update after multiplayer broke. So I had to start a new map when multiplayer came out, and then that broke recently with one of the other updates. So what is it? When they updated to the new game modes, I asked my community to vote on if they wanted me to stay in it or go to a new one, and they voted for a new one. So I'm trying that out. The only problem is that I looted a lot of town before I was actually really ready. And so I have a lot of stuff. I've just been bringing stuff back, and I have, like, what do you call it? Like, I'm starting to dabble into, like, you know, crafting storage crates. And I normally find them. I normally roughly know where they are in West Point to go find them, right? This is the second save I've had where I've been able to make rainwater collectors, because I completely randomize my girl every time, right? So her traits and her skills or whatever, every single time I play, if she dies and stuff, it's always different. So yeah, I'm kind of, you know, getting accustomed to all the different skills and modes and shit. And yeah, I enjoy that. So if she dies, there's no guarantee that the next girl that comes in is going to have any of the same skills that she does. So this one, for instance, can hotwire cars, and she's up to a point where she can make, obviously, like, storage boxes and stuff. I might need more wood. I reckon that might be what it is. Yeah. So she's got some skills, and I have this entire place of like VHSs and shit as well. So I'm trying to like give her an advantage to like, you know, skill up and stuff. But the thing was that because last time I played, it's been like a couple of weeks since I played because I had like a big event in like the last like fortnight or whatever, right? So for the last couple of weeks I haven't got to play, and we went for this big long like journey because I'm like, where does this go? Like, I know there's a town over here somewhere, but I don't know where, kind of thing. And I found this, but it doesn't look like what I recall from the last time I found one of these places. Last time it was like, I don't know, shops and a school or something like that. I don't know. It was like, it feels like it might be here. I don't know that. But yeah, anyway, I happen to be able to hotwire, so there's a lot of cars in town that are drivable at the moment. So if I want them, I can come back. I also need to remove that too. But I also found this weird looking, like sheltery looking thing here. I want to come back to that as well at some point. But I booped my car that I took up there. I'd stolen a police, like state trooper vehicle, like down here. And I rode it up into here, and I booped like a pole or something. My car stalled permanently. It died. And I accidentally ejected out of the car instead of moving to seats to eject out the other side of the car, and I ejected straight into a pack of zombies, which I got